Okay, here we go. 10 new cards. We're gonna look at these one by one, and after that, we're gonna look at all the balance changes. This is going to be a huge patch. I'm pretty sure there needs to be a massive shakeup if, you know, if people still want to play Runeterra, because the meta's been a little bit still. Okay, here we go. 1 mana from Bandle City, 0/3, Mr. Thrift. All right, the name, I already love this card. When 1 or more of your traps or boons activate, plant 2 of it in that player's deck. What the hell is this? It's a 1 mana 0/3. It's literally one of the most adorable cards I have ever seen. Okay, this is really good with portals. Like this is insane with portals. Portal is like the best way to use this. But Chimes is also pretty good. You can't play this in a Bard deck though. It doesn't say Chime. So it's not like you can play this with the Bard Origin. This card is so freaking funny. Look at him, dude. This seems like a pretty good card for Nora decks. What I love about this card is that this is not, and this is what I've been asking for, right? This is not a Nora portal control card. This is just a Nora card. I want Nora decks to be portal decks. I want them to actually make clever use of the portals instead of just using them as mindless blockers. And this thing will do that. Chime is a boon, yes, but Bard's Origin specifically asks for chimes, I'm pretty sure. That's why I think you can't include it in Bard's decks. But yeah, plant 2 of it in that player's deck is insane. Okay, could you imagine, like, you play this in Eternal. You play this in Eternal, chat, because we're going into the Eternal season. On turn 2, you attack with Nora. You hit the Nexus. On turn 3, you don't get the portal. You play Mr. Thrift. You play Pokestick, and you draw the portal. It's pretty good. Oh, actually, that is a good point. The portals don't necessarily go to the top 4 cards. That is pretty important, actually. But yeah, this is basically like a Meduli, right? For Bard decks. It literally doubles the chimes you draw. Oh, I love this card, man. It's so funny. There's so many applications for this too, but as a 1 mana 0/3, that's not great, obviously, right? That's not amazing. But if you activate Karina and the opponent draws 10 cards, I mean, they're already dead, or 10 traps. They're already dead at that point, but also, you know, there's 20 more puff caps into their deck. I love this card, but it is definitely a Nora card. This is a Nora card. 100%. The fact that it doesn't go into the top cards of the deck is also a little bit awkward, but I'm not going to dismiss it for that. That's good value, man. That's good value. Whew. All right, another 1 mana card for Shadow Elves. It's a 1/1. Proliferating Darkwraith. Last breath, create in deck an exact copy of your strongest Proliferating Darkwraith in deck, then double stat of your Proliferating Darkwraith. This is, man, this is, what the hell? Create in deck an exact copy of your strongest Proliferating Darkwraith in deck, then double the stats. Wait, this doubles every time? Is this a printer card? It's a printer card! It's for printing! It's for soul cleaving! Wait. An exact copy of your strongest Proliferating Darkwraith. But does that mean on board? So what if I have like 4/4 Darkwraith in my deck and then 1 dies? Does that mean I get another 2/2 in deck? Or is it just like wherever? Wherever these things die, it will just look at what's the strongest one in the deck right now? It has to, right? Strongest in deck, yeah. Oh my god, I love this card. This is such a crazy card, dude. Okay, more importantly, Chad, what is this hinting at? What does this look like? What is a Darkwraith in League of Legends? Is this a Yorick card? Is this a Karthus card? Is it something entirely different? I don't know. Is this Yorick? Is that Yorick's E? It's Fiddle. Is it Yorick? Is it Yorick's E, actually? Hold on, I gotta look at this. League Yorick. This is important. I need to know what the next champion is. Yorick's E. It's called Morning Mist. What is it then? Alright. Well, this card is awesome. If Yorick plays like a printer, he will be my new favorite champion. If it is Yorick. I love this card. The fact is 1 mana is perfect, dude. Okay. 2 mana, 1/1 from Ionia. Ari. Hey, there's the Ari buff we waited for, right? Elusive. Nexus Strike, summon a random What? What the hell? This is another Eve card. What? This card is actually, I think this card's pretty good, dude. Summon a random Husk. That seems quite alright. Husks in Ionia. Yeah, apparently. This, so what's interesting is this is probably like one of the followers, right? Is this one of the followers like Solter and Solitude and Domination? Except, okay, so what I like, there's a lot to be said about Husks, right? They're problematic. They're a bit frustrating. Like Spell Shield Elusive Husks are clearly something we don't want to deal with ever again, especially after Siren Song. But I like that we're getting cards that create Husks without just having to summon them. It's nice to have like more of a Husk engine and like an interesting way to use Husk. This is playable with Evelyn and in Ionia. So very interesting cards. He dies to everything. That's not really true because you're probably playing this with Husks. So this could be a 1-2 tough. This could be a 1-2 spell shield. If you're playing Siren Song, it's a 2-3. This is a good card, dude. I don't know how good it would be in just Ionia, but with Evelyn, this seems like it would actually be a real win condition in Evelyn. Getting buffs, getting Husks on this is going to be extremely good. Cosmic Call, 2-mana burst from Targon. Invoke a Celestial that costs 7 or more, or pay 8 to also reduce the cost of your Celestial everywhere by... What? Reduce the cost of your Celestials everywhere by half? Yo, it's happening, dude! Celestials are back! Bro, what? Reduce the cost of your Celestials everywhere by half? Nah, dude. Forget about leveling Aurelion Soul and getting them to 0. This is all we needed. Oh my god. Okay, it's rounded up. So Cosmic Inspiration would be 4 mana. Great Beyond is 5 mana. I mean, that's still like really good. Paying 8 mana for this though? Jesus Christ. Yeah, 8 is actually a lot, man. Oh my god. I don't know what to say. 8 mana is so ridiculous. Oh my god. Dude, 8 mana? I've played Destiny's Call on turn 5 on Mihira. I would summon a lifesteal unit to stabilize the game, and sometimes it couldn't even do that. Could you imagine paying 8 mana for this? And it's like, it does even less than giving you a big lifesteal unit? Oh, I don't know, Chad. I don't know about this. Ramp? Oh, hey, okay. Ramping into Cosmic Call. That is kind of good. That is kind of cool. Listen, I love this card. I'm going to play the hell out of this card. But, dude, 8 mana, man. Okay, what I love is that it also invokes a Celestial that costs 7 or more, right? Because if you then pay 8 mana for this, that means you always get that card to use without doing anything else. It's like all in one card, and that is kind of good. That is very relevant. That could actually help you win the game. That's really good. I don't see this as being meta or anything, but it looks like a fun card to mess around with. I would be happy if this is meta. This is freaking awesome. I love Celestial decks. I'm gonna have to experiment with this one, Chad. I'm gonna have to try this one out. All right. 2 mana landmark. Crimson Christmas Bank Hall. It's the Christmas Bank Hall. Allies cost 1 less. When you play an ally, deal 2 to it. Oh my god, dude. What? Alright, I can't wait to play Vladmir with both the Scargrounds and this on the board. Who needs more than 4 units anyway, right? This is all I need. Bits. Oh, I can't pronounce Is it Banquet? Crimson Banquet Hall. Okay, so the most powerful part there is allies cost 1 less. One way or another, allies cost 1 less will be good enough for a deck. The fact that when you play an ally, deal 2 to it, that is rough. You're basically, it's kind of fair, right? Because your units cost 1 less, but by dealing 2 to it, it's like they have 2 less health. So you're kind of like the stats, it kind of gets fair. Like, right? You're paying fair cost anyway for the unit you're getting. It's, man, this is such a weird card. Oh, with Temple of Ice? That's hilarious. Yeah. You summon the unit, it takes 2, and then it gets the health back anyway. This is good with Swain. I love this with Vladmir. Love this card with Vladmir. It turbo levels Vladmir. But it's so awkward, man, because the best way to use this would be you play this for 2 mana, and then you start playing like your cat, the Crimson... Forgot the name. The Crimson Cat, the 1 mana 1/2. But that dies to this. The new 2 mana 2/2 that gives Overwhelm dies to this. Such a weird card. Braum into some... Oh my god, with Braum... Oh my god, you play this on 2? And then you can play Braum on 3. Wait, that's nuts, actually. Wait, that is so good. That is actually an insane curve. Turn 3 Braum with an instant Poro. It's pretty unlikely you can challenge with Braum because he's a 0/4. I mean, you could, I guess. You could. Okay, I love this. It is a really cool card. Loving this so far. Okay, what? This looks like a failure card. Is that just me? 2 mana, slow speed, Piltover, Divine Draft. Deal 1 to an enemy or the enemy nexus and 1 to another. that is Janna. Wait, you're right. Are we getting Janna next? We didn't have a Piltover champ yet. Do you think it's Janna? Okay, there's the teaser. That's one on the Big O chart, dude. I don't know about you guys, but the Big O chart, we're gonna be eating good. That is one of them. Yeah. All right. This is a terrible boring effect though, but sure. Deal 1 and then again. All right, cool, sweet. This is actually like this is pretty good, I think. This is the Ziggs card, the 3 mana Ziggs card from Battle City.
The landmark goes with Poro King.
That's really good.
0 cost Porous.
Hell yeah, 0 cost Poro Genocide. Well, true, thank you again. Yeah, this is really good. This is a very good card. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, this card is actually insane. This card is very, very good. Not happy with going into the Eternal Season and then having Ezreal decks play this. But Ezreal got rotated so that we can see cards like this, right? This is just really good. Okay, next. Bilgewater, 2 mana fast, Tidal Invocation. Looks like a Nami card. Deal 1 to a unit. Spawn 1. Oh, what was that? Of course, it's an Alawi card. Spawn 1 for each damage dealt. Oh, that's a good card. That's a really good card. Spawn 1. Yeah, no, this card is insane. This is chat. This is Val Feast. It's literally Val Feast without the drain. Yeah, this card is insane. Keg card. You don't care about kegs. Sure, kegs are cool, but this card will be played in almost every Bilgewater deck. This card is very good. In a region like Bilgewater, yeah, no, this is crazy. Dude, if we had this card during Siren Song, Jesus Christ, man. In the Siren Song meta, this would be a 2 mana, deal 1, and spawn a 2/2. This card is complete. These 2 cards are so simple, but they are broken. Both of these cards are insane. Wow. This is going to be a Bilgewater staple, 100%. Okay. Chip! 3 mana Shurima Landmark, Valley of Imitation. When you play a follower, transform me into an exact copy of it this round. I retain granted buffs. Wait. Transform me into an exact copy of it this round. Does that mean it goes back afterwards? Dude. What? Dude, that's so cool. I love this card. I love this card. It keeps copying whatever follower you play. I love that this is Chip, man. This is the perfect card. This card is perfection. Whoever designed this, please have a raise. This is insane. I retain. Oh. So if you summon, this might be the Akshan card actually. You copy this, you buff it, it goes back to a landmark, and then the next follower you play will have those buffs. Oh my god! Wait, this card is so interesting. This card is so freaking interesting. Yeah, it's only followers, but I'm saying you can play this in an Akshan or Talia deck, right? It's a mimic landmark. Wow. What I wonder. Actually, no, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say, is this a card that will have its summon effects, but it's a transform? So this is this is just like, this is a Nidalee card actually. It is a Nidalee card, I think. When you play a follower. Okay, it's really awkward though, because when you play a follower, you get a brush. Really, it's really strange, dude. I'm not sure what to think about this. Oh yeah, with Raz, yeah, interesting. It's a chip, yeah, my bad. It's a Chip card. What is Chip doing in Shurima? Chip is a Targon card. Okay, I love this. I love this card so much. this might be the one I look forward to playing with the most. That is such an insanely cool effect. My god. Ballen The Benevolent. 4 mana from the Masha, 0/4, formidable. Attack, grant formidable allies everywhere, +0/+1. Oh my god. Everywhere. Okay, that's... Oh my god, this card is also insane, dude. This card is actually crazy. Because for a formidable deck, this is basically a +1/+1. It's 1 health everywhere. It's an attack too, so you can do this multiple times. I love these cards so much. They're so cool, dude. Please let them be playable. Okay, Loki, these cards are infinitely cooler than last time. Like last time we had like the subtype cards, but these are so interesting for deck building. Like we have actual support for all the archetypes. We have 2 generally like insanely good cards. Man, this is amazing. And there's more. I love this card. This might be my day 1 deck. I love these type of decks. This is literally what we need to bring back old archetypes. Like Formidable hasn't seen anything really. I don't think Galio is a bad card by any means, but why would you play a Formidable deck? Galio Udyr. Here it is. Super good. Okay, 5 mana 3/2 bird from Freljord. Crystalline Stormraptor. Play, deal 2 to all other units. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. That's a good card. If we think Blighted Ravine is good, this is also good. This is a Blighted Ravine on a unit. No, this card is good. Yeah, this is playable with Jhin. Wait. Nah, Jhin battles it as Portal, so I don't think that will be good. Yeah, it's Avalanche on a stick. I think this is really good though. I don't think Nico cares about this. It is a subtype card. Okay, it's 5 mana. Avalanche is 4 mana with spell mana. No, that's kind of hard to evaluate. At 5 mana, I don't know. At 5 mana, it might not actually be that good because you're technically like overpaying. It's not like you get like a premium stat line. You get a 3/2. No, I think it's not as good as I thought. If it was 4 mana, it'd be really good. But at 5 mana, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Really, really cool card though. Very cool. But I don't see this being very good. I don't even think it's great with ramp. Like if you're ramping, you're playing the 5 mana card to summon a 2/2. That 2/2 will just die to this. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. Cool card. I'm happy to be proven wrong. Freljord kind of needs stuff like this. It's still a bad region. And those were all the cards. Insanely cool batch of new cards we're getting. But there is so much more. There is so much more we have to go through. Yeah, Vladmir on the patch notes thing. Here we go, chat. Patch 4.8 notes. Here we have all the cards that we just went through. Awesome. And, whoa. Champion Strength buff. It's going to 8 mana. Okay. 9 cost. Give allies +4/+4 this round. If you have the attack token, give them Scout, otherwise Rally. Goes to 8 cost. Give allies +4/+4 this round and Rally. Ah, that's a big nerf. That is a huge nerf. Because the thing with Champion Strength before is that you're using it, you get +4/+4, and then you get to attack twice with those stats. Now, you have to attack normally and then attack with the +4/+4. This is still good on the cards where you don't have the attack token, but it's going to be completely, like, terrible unless you're already winning on the turns where you have the attack token. Yeah, this is a death card. This is a really interesting nerf for it, too. Removing the Scout like that. Good nerf. Oh my god. I'm glad we put this on the bingo chart. That video, the bingo chart, I'm going to upload it on the Variety channel because I'm referencing it a lot, by the way. So we'll see how we do after this. Okay, Sump Monument, old 3 cost, plant 4 shrooms, new 4 cost, plant 5 shrooms. They didn't just increase the mana. I thought this going to 4 mana was needed. Instead, they also added 1 more shroom on top. Yeah, no, that's really, really big. That is a huge number. This card, I would not recommend playing this right now. The reason why it's important that this goes to 4 mana, in that some grinding games where... Okay, I don't think this matters as much, but there were instances where you would be at turn 10, you would play the Sump Monument for 3, you would play Karina for 6, and then you would still have 1 unit mana so that you could play your Condense Karina. That didn't happen that often. Very often, good players would just play the Sump Monument before they were taking a lot of damage. But now that's even harder because it costs 1 more mana, so there's less stuff for you to do. Huge. Very big nerf. Happy to see it. Condense nerf. The recost. Necessary. I was expecting it to go to focus, but I'm happy to see this nerf to 3 cost. It was way too powerful. Really, it's still a really good card. I think this is still playable. Still good, but not broken. Condense existing in the game is also important because exactly what this says is finishers. Finishers tend to not be super playable because if you play one finisher like Rip That Rex, it's often not a finisher. It often doesn't even finish the game. So having stuff like Condense to make sure that your finishers actually do end the game is great to have. So still playable, but not as good. Swain. Oh my god. Level up 12 to 16? Illaoi Swain. Like, Illaoi Swain made this pretty necessary. So now Swain isn't just leveled to one idol, like, or to 2 idols. If you played 2 idols, Swain was leveled, right? That was 12. Now you need 3 idols, which is something I've played against, and it sucked. Interesting, man. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like nerfing this aspect. I would have liked to see, like, something about Spawn getting nerfed. Especially, like, dude, oh my god, I just realized that new 2-mana card, the one that deals 1 and spawns 1, that would have been so good in Swain Illaoi. So, okay, it's good to see this happen, but it'll still be a good deck, dude. It'll probably still be good. And, yeah, okay, so that's the thing, right? Swain will still be good in Swain Illaoi, but he'll probably be worse in dedicated Swain decks. And that's unfortunate. And here's the target elusives nerf. Purifying Flames. Grant an ally in hand +3/+3 and another +2/+2. Grant 2 allies +2/+2 in hand. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Editor's note. Elusives are too good with stat buffs. More news at 11. Yeah, who would have thought, huh? Who would have thought? That's basically how elusives have been played. Forever. Good nerf. Nobody likes that deck. Not even me. I mean, I hate elusives. What am I saying? Yeah, it's pretty big. It's good. Great. Great change. Pirouette goes to 3. If you plunder though, it will still be 1 mana, but this is a great change. Whenever I played a Noxus deck, I would just put Pirouette in there even if I wasn't going to plunder, because 2 mana, stun, deal 1 is just way too good. Interestingly, this is pretty much the same thing they did with Caustic Rift, where Caustic Rift was 3 mana, flow, reduce my cost by 1, went to 4 mana, flow, reduce my cost by 2. This is the same thing. +1 cost, but if you activate the condition, it will still be 1 mana. Great change. Yeah, and removing 2 cost spells out of the Seraphine pool is also pretty good. Tempo, yes. They nerfed Fish Fight. Wow, I was not expecting a Fish Fight nerf. I think Fish Fight is an important card for the meta. I like the way that equipment decks are played because of Fish Fight. But then again, we have seen Jax decks pop up everywhere. We have seen Jax Orm be insanely strong. It makes sense. I'm happy to see that this is a nerf towards Vayne Aatrox. And I hope there is more nerfs for Vayne Aatrox, but this is... okay, so even if this wasn't necessary, this will shake up the meta, right? Those type of decks are so good, they just need to take a hit so that there is room for other stuff to be played. This is a good start. I hope there is more. Lord Broadmane from 3/5 to 3/4. Yeah, we called it. I literally said while we made the bingo chart that I wanted Broadmane to be 7 mana because I want the card murdered. I want it to be gone. I want it to be out of here. And at the same time I said, but it is more likely that it will get a stat change because, you know, it's too powerful at what it does, but it doesn't need to be murdered. It just needs to be easier to take out. This is good. 4 mana is actually something that's achievable by a lot of damaging spells, where 5 mana is not. 5 health is hard to do. 5 health is hard to remove, unless you're playing like Soul Harvest. So this is a good change. Double Mystic Shot now kills it. A Black Spear kills it. A Rite of the Arcane kills it. And Vault of Helia gets reverted. Oh my god. I thought they would do something else to this, but it was absolutely a necessary change. Oh my god. I really thought it was going to be the Shepherd. I liked Vault being a new card that Shadow Owl could use, having like a build around a win con in Shadow Owls, but it was necessary. It really needed to get a change. Happy to see it. Would have also been happy to see it in a different way, where specifically Nasus Vaults gets nerfed, but there would have been like the Failure decks with Warden or something that would still be playable. Marshall just said we are 10% into this patch. All right, that's that's insane. Yeah, I can see it on the scroll bar. I don't know if you can. Yeah, we're right here. On the right, you can see it. We're about 10% through. Cool. Here's a nerf to discard. Squeaker from 2/2 to 1/2. Yep. Another archetype that was just too powerful because of return range. Squeaker has been a very powerful card, so this is great. Good change. Whoa! Impact gone and now grants +0/+1. That is huge. I like this because it makes the card less aggressive. This will make it be playable in an entirely different deck. This kills the card for the Jinx decks. In the Jinx decks, it will be a lot worse, but it will still be good for Mecha Yordles, because Mecha Yordles want value, and they care about that 1 health. They care about making the game go on a little bit longer, instead of the discard decks just pushing that 1 extra damage. This is a very, very interesting and smart change, in my opinion. The card is dead for those aggressive discard decks, like Jinx. This card is now alive and better for Mecha Yordles. I love this change. This is my favorite change I've seen so far, besides, you know, stupid decks that we've seen for 5 months getting just obliterated. With other words, dead. I mean, it's not unplayable. It got better for the archetype it was intended for. I don't see how that's a net negative. That's good, dude. I love this. Infinite discard fodder in a deck that wants to discard all game long instead of end the game ASAP. It's great. What I dislike about Return of Wrenchc is that you hate drawing multiple copies of it, right? Sometimes you draw 3 of them and then it's terrible. But yeah, sure. Good change. Shelly loses a tune. Thank you. Thank you. It's been so long, and she actually got nerfed. Riot finally saw the light. We like spell-slinging decks, but we don't like elusive spell-slinging decks. Thank you for removing the elusive win con from those cringe decks, man. God damn. God damn. Fleet Admiral Shelly is a war criminal with over 300 confirmed quills. They cannot be trusted with spell mana. Shelly is a war criminal. That is accurate. God damn. Buffs. Are these all the buffs? Akshan gets a revert. Chat. Akshan got reverted. Oh my god. Riot is not messing around. Wow. That's big. This is going to be huge in the meta. Especially with all Thieves nerfs. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a very good Akshan deck after this. There almost has to be. This is an insane change. Yeah, this is really, really good. Oh my god. Yeah, this is big. This is one of the bigger changes. Akshan will enter the meta, 100%. Akshan doesn't see a lot of play right now. I still think Akshan is like pretty good, but this will probably push it over the top with these nerfs above. Okay, Poro King. Ooh. Level up, you've summoned 6+ other new Poros. Level up, you've summoned 6+ other new Poros. When I level up, create a special snacks event. Huge. Huge. That's, yeah, it's the wrong art, but it's for both Akshan and Landmark. This is a really good buff. I like this a lot. So now you will very often just get to turn 5 or turn 6, play the Poro King and get some value at least. This is very good. It also means that if your opponent is like sitting on some kind of removal that they're waiting to throw at the Poro King, it's a little bit less likely that the Poro King dies because you can give him +1/+1 instantly. It's a great change. Love it. Frosted next. Yeah, see, this is the one I was wondering about. Frostbite the enemy with 3 or less health, just frostbite enemy. This is also a really good change. This will help a lot, especially with this change above. If you now get the Frosted next, you will often just buy yourself an entire turn. Good change. Blimp-Pack Poacher goes from 2/2 to 2/3. Yeah. Still think it's pretty unplayable. It's just too expensive. It's a good change. 2/3 is meaningful because this captures something, so that makes it harder to kill. Ultimately, I don't think this is the type of effect you want to play in Italy decks. And I also don't think you're going to play this in any kind of Shurima control decks because those just don't really exist right now. What we need is a Shurima card that obliterates your own units as part of a Slay archetype. It's like obliterate an ally to do X. And then this might be good. Bristlehog. Once an ally is transformed this game, grant me +1/+1. The first time an ally transforms, grant me +2/+1. Once an ally... Why is it's still the same thing, but with +1, right? Why does it read so weird? This is now a 1-mana 3/3. This is a chip. The first time. Oh, he has to be on board? Ah, okay. It has to see it now. Got it. All right, that makes sense. It's pretty good, I think. Yeah, so the reason this is pretty good is the most powerful thing you could do with Chip is play a Targon Shurima deck, play Chip on 1, and then play the Rockhopper or Oxon on turn 2. This will be the same with Bristlehog, where you play the Bristlehog on turn 1, and then on turn 2, you play the All-Terrain Trooper, the 2-mana 3-1, which you can transform for 0 mana. That will be the best case scenario for Bristlehog. Or you're just playing the Reptile from Bandle City, the 2-mana 1-2, that transforms if you hit the Nexus. I think it's a good change, but I still think it's pretty unplayable, though. It's a bit too specific. Riven. Old. Each round, the first time you increase my power, increase it by twice the amount. Each round, the first time you increase my power, grant me damage power. Oh, so it works with effects like... Oh, yeah. Okay, so it works with equipment now. I mean, it didn't always... It always did that. It always granted, right? Okay. I mean, that's pretty good. But how often do you see Riven get to level 2 in a deck where it matters? I don't think this is meaningful. It's a good change, but I think ultimately it's pretty meaningless. It's not gonna matter, chat. I play a lot of Riven. I don't think it matters. Oh, Jesus Christ. Level up, you've gained 7+ spell mana. Level up, you've played... Oh. You've played 6+ spells with an allied... Huh? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a great change. This is harder. This is a lot harder. What is this? And then she gets... Okay, I think this is fair. It's worse, but it will actually make, like, Nami play a little bit differently. I think this is... Overall... I can't even call it a nerf because Nami is so bad. What do you even play this with? It's not a revert. You need to play spells now instead of gaining spell mana. So you need to play her, you need to play Nami, and then play 6 spells. Okay, but it remembers, right? So if the first Nami dies, and you played 3 spells while the first Nami is on board, you play a new Nami, you need to play 3 more? I think. It reads that way, right? Yeah, that will be how it works. Okay, so that's I think this is good. This is a good change. This is a good change for those type of decks. I think it's necessary for a champion like Nami that's going to be in standard for like another 9 months or something. I think we should at least give her something to do. I don't like Nami decks at all, but I'm interested in seeing where this will take her. This will entirely change the way Nami decks are played, which I'm grateful for. I don't like that play pattern of pass turn 1, pass turn 2, play Double Trouble, play Nami or whatever, or play a 1-cost spell, play Nami level. That sucked. That was lame. So right now, I'm interested to see where this will go. It will probably still be elusive somehow, but cool. Good to see. A Sun Guardian gets reverted. All right. Fair. I think this is fair, Chad. I think it is. With Samira nerf, with the Pigeon nerf, that was like the one deck where Sun Guardian was a problem. Leona hasn't seen any play since her nerfs. Let's see what we can do for her. Dragonguard Lookout. 5/5. All right. Don't think it's good because Dragon decks just don't really care about rallies. Would like to be proven wrong because I like Dragon decks, but ultimately I don't think this matters. Threat the Needle. This is a bigger change than it looks, even though it's probably still not something you want to play very often, because it is a champion spell. Champion spell makes this relevant. So, interesting change. Strafing Strike, old heal tune. Okay. This is part of the dragon changes. That means there's more of them? Yo. Wait, that will actually just heal you to full. Okay, this is now main deckable in dragon decks. That is huge, actually. And you have to realize that Shyvana also makes this when she's leveled. That's actually pretty big. Another rework for Confront. Old, grant an ally challenger. Grant an ally challenger. If it's drag and drop. Okay, dude. Why is it here twice? Oh, it's because it's our champion. Yeah, this is that's insane. That is very good. That is a lure, the Jax card. In a dragon deck, this will always just draw you a card. This is huge. This is really, really good. Legend has it that a 3rd Boulder's Gate has been constructed recently. This requires investigation. Boulder, right? Okay, dude. Okay. Yeah, insane change. Really, really big. I love this. This is what dragon decks actually need to be a true mid-range deck. Man, huge. So good. So good. Yeah, it's permanent challenger too. It's actually just insane. Can you imagine? This is also playable with the 3-mana 2/3 Faded Dragon. I think the 2-mana 2/3 Faded Dragon could make a comeback because of this. Strafing Strike too. That's a big deal, man. I'm expecting a dragon deck without Aurelion Soul, but with maybe equipment to be playable because of this. Maybe we're gonna see like Targon Demacia. We're gonna see the Weapon Master that equips. We're gonna see maybe Darken Eggs with Confront. I think it's gonna be very good. I don't think it's I think it's just Targon Shyvana, but Dragon or Shyvana with Jack could also be a thing. Yeah, could be a thing. Dawning Shadow. Senna will have her That's much funnier than it is because Vengeance is also 6 mana. That's funny, Chad. This is funny. All right. Anyway. Rocket Barrage from 3 to 4. Yeah, see, I don't like these changes because I don't generally like seeing... Wait, they didn't nerf Heimer Jace. Did they? I don't think they nerfed Heimer Jace. Not that it matters. Not that this deck is playable in Heimer Jace, but... Uh-oh. Eradication from 6 cost to 5 cost. Good change. Might be pretty good. This is probably a playable card now. Adjustments, Jax. Level up equipped allies have struck for 12 plus total damage. Level up you've attacked with 16 plus power of equipped allies. This is... Yeah, so you just need to put your equipped allies into combat and then they level. This is actually kind of good because I'm assuming this will have implications for Jax when he levels up. So what I'm assuming is that when Jax is about to level, you put Jax in combat with your other allies, Jax levels, and then gets his level to effect while he's attacking. That's a big buff. Yeah, Jax can level in combat. This is even if it might be slightly harder to level Jax, I think this is a big buff because you can level Jax while you're attacking instead of needing stuff to attack, then getting a level, and then needing to attack again. This is good. Even if it's a nerf, I think this is just a really nice feel-good change. I'm happy with this. I don't care if this is a buff or nerf. It's just gonna feel much, much better. Old Yordle, new Fae. All right. You know, sure. Just like in real life. If I want to suddenly be a cat, I can. So why can't the Realm's caretaker? He's no longer Yordle. He's now a Fae. This is playable in Nico. Does that matter? I don't think it does. I don't think it matters. That's so weird, man. Profound. The realm beyond are most curious indeed. My eyes were deceived as well. I was convinced we were dealing with Yordles. All right. Our esteemed Yordleologist, Brian, Brian Koplik, has identified that these creatures are in fact not Yordles and rather some sort of mouse creatures best identified as fate. Nice, Brian. Good job. Oh. Portal Scholar is now also a Fae. All right, another one. Cool. Oh, it's playable with Nico. Yeah, sure. Man, I was this close to putting this on the bingo chart. And I don't think I did. 10 plus spells to 8 plus spells. Yeah, that's a big one. That is a big one. I mean, Lee Sin wasn't really played last Eternal season. He is an Eternal. Whatever. Right? I really can't even be that mad at Lee Sin anymore after seeing the kind of sins that Ezreal has been committing. So it's whatever, man. Withering Mist from 5 cost to 4 cost. Wow. Again, Chad, you guys talked me out of putting Shadow Removal on the bingo chart, and we're seeing multiple buffs to it. God damn. From 5 cost to 4 cost. That's really good. This is a good card now. This is actually kind of an insane card. For 4 mana, you get to heal 4 and drain 2 from 2 enemies. That's really good. Very good. Stand up, Chad. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up and clap with me. It happened. After all this time, they did it. The Fags is a 3-2. Long have we asked for it. So long. And finally, they delivered. There isn't even any text, but you know what? We don't need that. We don't need any text to explain why this was necessary. Thank you, Riot. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. We are finally back to the absolute pinnacle of deck building. Only OG Sunny watchers will remember this. About 2 years ago, I made a tweet that said, this is my favorite way to build a deck. I would put in 3 Zoes, 3 Star Shapings, and 3 Fangs. And that was it. That was a deck. That was a deck back in the day. That's all you needed. That was the core you needed to build a Targon deck. And you know what? I liked it that way. We can finally do that again. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, is Fangs is rotated, right? I'm pretty sure Fangs is rotated. I actually can't remember. It's rotated, right? It is rotated? God damn it. All right, whatever. I'm still happy. You're not taking this away from me. Agnivia from 0-1 to 0-2. Lame. Yeah, no, I don't care about this at all. I don't like Agnivia decks. What the hell? From a 1-4 to a 3-1? What? This is also a rotated card. I know this one is rotated. That's so weird. I mean, it dies because it has 1 health. You get the heal, you get the toss without your opponent just... I think it makes sense. Because very often you would just like ignore this, like, oh, a 2-mana 1-4, whatever, man. I'm just not gonna give them the toss too. I'm not gonna give them the health. But now, if you're continuously taking 3 and it can actually like fearsome block, that is pretty interesting.
You're in the eternal buff section.
Oh, this is... Oh, okay. I actually thought this card was still in standard. Gotcha. All right. Interesting. Cool. Yo, Nicky boy. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a fantastic stream. We're just, we're going over the Runeterra cards. I'm just gonna pull this up for Nicky boy, even though I'm sure he's seen it. Guys, here it is. The chip landmark. Oh, it's big, but we like it that way. I think this should work too, right? If I do this. Look at it. In all its glory. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so majestic. Beautiful. All right, onwards. We got so many more changes. We're only halfway through. Yone, from 7 mana to 6 mana. Yeah, it's a pretty bad card. I still think this is unplayable. I don't think you want to play a 6 mana 6/6 that stuns too. I mean, Ionia likes stats like this. They go a pretty big way because they don't really have access to good stats, so maybe this matters. That's fine. From a 4... Oh, okay, cool. Elusive buff. All right, Riot. Old 6 cost 5/6, 5 cost no. Okay, this is a buff. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. A 2/3 to a 3/4. That's a +1/+1. We can fearsome block with Fangs and the Mountain Scryer now. Targon is back. Targon is so back, dude. Oh my god. No fearsome. Well, good thing the timelines got nerfed. Otherwise, this would be a problem. Yeah, cool change. Unplayable. Bro, whatever, man. A 5/4 to a 5/5, cool. All right. Oh, okay. This is a big buff, actually. That is, that could be pretty good. I don't know what deck you want to play this in. But a 5/6 instead of a 5/5 is... This started as a 4/5, I'm pretty sure. This was once a 4/5, I think. Or 5/4 or something. But 6 health, that is a lot. That's premium stats with a scout. With a good keyword. It was a 4/4? Oh my god, even worse. Okay, 3/2 to 3/3, sure. Alright. Cool. 3/2 to 3/3, cool. Oh my... Alright, whatever, man. What is this? What am I looking at? These are all these, like, 1 stat buffs for cards that we'll never see play. What is this, man? Alright. Yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, there you go. Nah, that's still bad. Oh, okay, here we go. Now, that is a big one. That is a big one. I love this card, dude. I played it for 2 mana. This is gonna bring me back to this Zerath Targon deck. Dude, I love this. Targon Zerath. We're bringing it back. That's huge. All right. This was once a 3/2, then a 2/3. Now it's a 3/3. Okay. That is relevant. That is actually pretty good. I think you want to experiment with Mono Failure now. 4 mana 4/4 is pretty good. 0/4, sure. 5 mana? 6 cost to 5 costs. Yeah, I don't think it's playable, but interesting change. I will try this out with the new Dragon buffs. 7/7, okay, more Dragon buffs. A 2, no, okay. Nah, still bad. 3/3 to 3/4. All right, cool. Oh, Radiant Guardian Revert. Here we go. From slow to... This was rotated? Oh, it's still in the Telstone. Wait, this is in the Telstones, right? This is in the Telstone, so this actually matters. That is pretty big. All right, here we go. Adjustments. Attack. Deal 1 to each ally to my right to deal damage to the enemy nexus. Okay. play. It's a play effect now. Deal 1 to any number of allies to deal that much to an enemy. Oh my god, that's already massive. That is already good. That is already very... It's removal. You get to play Vladmir, activate his Vect, and removal. And he still levels the same way. Yeah, no, that is very good, actually. That is a good change. I don't even know what level 2 does. I'm gonna assume it's something completely different, too. That is sick. It has to... yeah, it has to go to an enemy. I love this, man. It's so good. Okay, here we go. Level 2. New. Play deal 1 to any number of allies to deal damage to an enemy. Attack deal 1 to each ally to my right to drain damage to the enemy axis. Okay, so that's still the same. That's still really good. This, yeah, no, that's huge. New deal 1. For each attack an ally on my right, deal 1 to it. Yeah, that's the same, right? That's the same. This is a really, really good change because it always sucked if you had to play Vladmir unleveled. Now you're playing him with a play effect. You get to activate the effects on your units. You get to remove something, most likely. And then you get to attack with him. Very good. Very good. And Wild True, thank you for the bits. It's rain. It was always rain. I love this change. It's so simple, but it's it was absolutely necessary. Good changes, man. I'm a little bit upset about no Heimer Jace changes. I love one. It wasn't a drain. Yeah, but the love one is entirely different now, so that doesn't really matter. Is there anything interesting here? Okay, let's read this too. Changes are good. No Heimer Jace change is, in my opinion, a miss, but we are going into the Eternal season, and I'm not sure if Heimer Jace can really survive the Eternal meta, but we'll see. This is much better than last time, by the way. So much better. No questionable reverts like Poppy or Grand Plaza or Timelines. Welcome to Legend of Runeterra. New shop, personalized to you. Emporium features 4 different types of offers, from common to legendary with a mix of green shard. Eternal, well, what is it? Legacy content is now available in the Runeterra Emporium. We asked for it, they delivered once again. So good. We got Marshall here with the, the Legend of Runeterra Legacy Store releases in 24 hours. When the patch goes live, we can use that. Will I be able to obtain cosmetics that were special event cosmetic, including items from previous battle passes? Yes. These items have a chance to appear in your Emporium. The most surefire way to get a cosmetic from the battle pass is to purchase it when it's live and active. Huge. This is so cool. I'm so happy that they're doing this. There was really no reason to lock all this content behind longtime players. I have this stuff, but I'm very happy that other players that missed out on it now get access to it too. And, you know, it's an extra way for Runeterra to make a bit of extra money. And they absolutely deserve that. So, if you've been missing out on some special emotes that you've always wanted, now you can get it. Are Battle Pass items available right away in the Emporium? No, in order to maintain the prestige of the Battle Pass, items will have a cooldown period before they can appear in your Emporium. That makes a lot of sense. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same way in League of Legends. So, cool. It is limited time shit. Why does that matter? You already have it. Why does it matter if other people have it? That's a good thing. Just make it more accessible for other people. Okay. How will Battle Pass items be priced when they appear in the Emporium? TLDR is that it will be much cheaper to buy cosmetic via the Battle Pass. You have a chance to snag it in the Emporium in the future, but it'll cost more. Makes sense. Yeah, that's fair. If you get it when it releases, you get it in the pass, and it will be very cheap because you pay like a normal price for the Battle Pass, and you get all that stuff, and then later it'll be a little more expensive. How will Battle Pass plan to be priced? I don't play Path of Champions, but I still get Path of Champions item in Emporium. Sometimes. Cool. I play Path of Champions a lot now, so that works. No cosmetics gained from competitive such as Runeterra Opens or Gauntlets appear in the Emporium. No. All right, chat. We cannot get the top 16 board in the shop, so it's a miss. I wanted to show the world that I'm a top 16 player, while I'm really not, and I can't even do that now. I can't even pay to win it. How often does the Emporium update? There are different tiers of rarity, each with their own update frequency. Check out your Emporium and see the handy timers that show you when the next reset is coming. Okay, so we will see tomorrow. Exciting. With the introduction of the new Emporium, we're adding a few new things to Path of Champions, Stardust and Epic Relics. Stardust duplicate champion fragments and relic will be converted to Stardust. Stardust can be used to purchase golden reliquaries or to buy some Path of Champions specific items that are offered in the Emporium. Cool. Does that mean items? Because that's pretty important, actually. Epic Relics. These relics are incredibly powerful and are only obtainable through the new Emporium system. Check out the stats of some upcoming relics below. Okay, so we have been playing a lot of Path of Champions lately. Well, I did one stream, but I've been playing a lot off stream, and I will be doing more Path of Champions streams. So this is interesting. Chosen by the stars, Fated, Empower 10, Overwhelm, Regeneration, and Challenger. I already love that. That's foil. When I'm attacking, I can't take damage or die. Okay. Big. Disciple of Shadows. I cost 1 less for each ally in play. Oh my god. Play, deal 3 to all other allies. I love this. That's hilarious. Echoing Spirit. Game start creates 7 copies in your deck. Yeah, okay, that's also pretty good. Oath of the Guardians. Play shuffle 5 levels of champion in your deck and double their stats. Hell yeah. That's the Brilliant Soul Adventure. Plunder, I cost 1 less. I have +1/+1 for each different round you've damaged enemy nexus. When I'm summoned, create 7+ cost unit from arena and reduce cost by my base cost. Okay. Other 1-cost allies have Overwhelm, Quick Attack, and Fury? 1-cost allies? Oh, that's Tentacles. Okay. The Beast Within. Allies with a sub-type have +1/+1 and Overwhelm. Oh, there it is. That's the Nico card. We're including a slew of adjustment across several. Okay, Zed. Alright, I mean, sure. I'm not going to go through all of this, but I am very happy to be experimenting with some more Path to Champions. Awesome changes. I'm very happy with this patch. Okay, let me quickly just go over it. Okay, I'm happy overall. So what I'm going to do is point out the cards that I am worried about. This card worries me. This card worries me. Alright, so those 2 cards worry me. Okay, this card is in Standard, which is interesting. I don't know how to feel about that. Okay. This card kind of worries me, but not really. I love this card so much. Just wanted to point that out. Okay, here are the nerfs, so there's nothing that I need to be worried about right here. What I will say, the one thing I am worried about is no Heimer Jace nerfs. I think that should have probably happened, but I'm going in with an open mind. I think it's still a somewhat fair deck. Even though it's a bit overtuned, it might not have the power it needs to survive among tier 1 decks in Eternal. But we'll have to see about that. I hope that is the case. If not, then yeah, it is obviously an even bigger miss. This kind of worries me because I think Akshan is going to be very good. But Akshan overall is like a cool champion, so sure. Cool. This worries me a little bit. Ultimately, I don't think there is a way for Nami to return to her former glory. I don't think so. I don't think this change is easy to achieve. I like this change, by the way, because it feels like it's much more in sync with Nami's package. We have Coral Creatures, we have Pranks, we have Burblefish. Those all create like these 1-cost spells, and I think that makes much more sense for Nami to be in the deck. And for that reason, I feel like there might be some kind of Nami Vandal City deck that will be playable. There is no Fizz nerf. There is no Fizz Samira nerf. So those decks, actually, that is also something I'm worried about, yeah. No nerfed. Oh, actually, there is one right here, I guess. Okay, fine. That softens the blow by a lot. It does. Pirouette is also kind of a nerf to that deck, but not really because they're good at activating Plunder. I don't think Pirouette matters. I don't think that's a nerf at all. Very minor. Can barely call it a nerf. But yeah, this will find a way to be broken. 100%. We'll have to find out how. Cool. This doesn't worry me. I think this is awesome. Dragons have a real way to compete in a mid-range style deck. Probably without Aurelion Soul. Maybe you still play like 1 or 2 copies of Aurelion Soul, but I love that this is now an angle for dragons. Heal your units, draw a card to give something challenger, which is something dragons actually care about. Cool. Yeah, this is fine. Fine. Bit worrisome. I don't think it's really gonna matter. We'll see. This is a very good change. Love this. Sure. Cool. This is a big change. I don't think it's going to matter or be relevant though. Yeah, I think that's about it really. Okay, cool. Very happy with the Vladmir rework. That is my favorite part actually. Vladmir reworked. We can do the double... No, we can't. Well, we can. We can still do the double suck. We can still put the tome on Vladmir. That's pretty cool, man. Great change. Happy with the Path to Champion stuff, too. Your shop, banger patch. 2 big misses, in my opinion. I can't even call them big, but Heimer Jace not being nerfed is one of them. And the other one is, I think Fizz Samira is still going to be very powerful. Fizz dodges another nerf. Here are all the images. Marshall linked it. Shout out to the LOR report. If you want an easy and quick look at everything, here it is. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm willing to give Eternal another chance. I'm hopeful that it'll be everything we want. I'm happy with the Celestial buff. I'm happy with the Vladmir rework. I think there is a lot for us to experiment with. I am both excited about the changes and about the variety cards. But most of all, honestly, the variety cards. I think this card, you're going to see this on my thumbnails a lot. This one I love too. We got this little guy, Mr. Thrift. I'm going to be memeing with Cosmic Call, even if I don't think it's going to be an amazing card. It's still really cool. This card is weird. I mean, you know, whatever. And then we have the Benevolent for formidable decks. And of course, Valiant Imitation, the coolest card ever printed. Banger patch, if you ask me. Very happy.